My name is Nikisha, and this is Violence, a True Crime Story podcast. I tell the story of 9-day-old LaJaya Johnson, whom I will refer to as Baby Johnson. At just 9 days old, Baby Johnson had barely begun her life when it came to a devastating end. What should have been a time of late-night feedings, lullabies, and family celebrations instead became a homicide investigation that shocked the Norfolk community. On May 4th, 2024, Norfolk police were called to the Children's Hospital. After unresponsive, Baby Johnson was brought to the emergency room. Medical staff quickly noticed signs of severe abuse and contacted authorities immediately. Despite efforts to save Baby Johnson, she was pronounced dead. Her parents, Hillary Darnell Johnson II and Zabria Chantel Parker, initially claimed that the baby had suffered injuries from falling from a stroller days earlier. Investigators and medical staff later determined that the injuries were far too extensive to be a simple tumble from a stroller. Police arrested both parents. Prosecutors later explained that while investigators could not conclusively determine which parent inflicted the fatal injuries, evidence suggested that Hillary Darnell Johnson was more likely responsible. Both parents denied harming their daughter, although medical personnel observed burns on the bottom of her feet, cuts on her head and face, bruises on her back, multiple broken ribs, other internal and external injuries, blunt force injuries to her head and body. According to court records and statements, Hillary Darnell Johnson II pleaded guilty to second-degree murder in connection with the death of his 9-day-old daughter and was sentenced to 19 years in prison. Baby Johnson's mother, Zabria Chantel Parker, was originally charged with murder as well. However, prosecutors later stated there were insufficient evidence to support a murder conviction. She pleaded guilty to felony child abuse and was sentenced to 10 years in prison. This case remains especially heartbreaking because the victim was so young and completely dependent on her parents to take care of her. If you are feeling overwhelmed that you may hurt your child, place your child with someone. Contact emergency services or call a crisis hotline. I will also suggest dropping your child off at DSS, the police department, or the fire department. I would like to thank each and every one of you for listening and supporting Violence, a True Crime Story podcast.